As you guys can tell at the title, that's probably why you're here. You guys probably look directly at my eyebrows, which is fine. Totally get it. I went yesterday to get my eyebrows microbladed. Lord knows I needed it and I wanted it, and I've been wanting it for the longest time. But I'm on my first day after the procedure, and I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys about it. I had so many people hitting me up yesterday asking questions and all that, and I didn't get back to a couple of you guys because it was just so much repetitive and everything. So I did let a lot of you guys know, like, hey, I'm gonna make a video on this. I will give you all the information I can and that I can remember from what info she gave me, and how much, down to the price, down to the pain, down to the what's going to happen in the next couple weeks with my eyebrows before I get a touch-up, just everything like that. So I wrote some notes. I have some like a little paper that she gave me to go over the process that's going to be happening after I got them done. And the first thing she did tell me is, tomorrow you're going to notice they are darker, which they are a lot darker, but I don't have a problem with that. I like my brows dark, which they aren't going to stay like this. If you want to hear all the great information that I have for you guys on microblading your brows, just stick around, because I'm going to give you the details and I'm going to tell you everything that happened, down to where I got them done, who she is, how you can get a hold of her if you're in Arizona, where the location is at, price, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. Okay, first thing is first. Where I went to get these brows done was Az Barbers, and it is in Glendale. And how I heard about them were actually from a friend that works there. He's a barber, Tommy the Barber. A lot of you guys know him that are in Arizona. Heard of him, whatever. He is an awesome barber. He's super booked, so it's very hard to get in to get him to cut your hair. But when you get it done, it's so worth it. He's so amazing. We love you, Tommy. So shout out to Tommy. So I got there, I waited for a little bit, and we went back into the room, and she handed me some paperwork to fill out. It was just kind of like reviewing, you know, history of your skin, like what kind of skin type, any allergies, you know, pregnancy, making sure you're not drunk or on any type of drugs, because you will bleed more when you're on, when you have alcohol in your system and stuff like that. So after the paperwork, she went over the procedure of everything that she was going to do. The first thing that she did was she had me lay down, and she actually took a picture of my brows, because I went there with product, with makeup on my brows, of how I wanted them, and like the thickness and the shape and all that, because I don't have a natural arch. Like, I have nothing. Like, if you know who I am and you've seen me without makeup, you know, like, my brows are so light, fine, and all that. She wiped off the makeup on my brows, and then she put a little, she called it mapping. So it was like a little plastic thing that like went over my brows like this. And she got this black pencil, and it drew on the skin. She kind of traced out to how she kind of thought I wanted them and everything. And then she sat me up, had me look at them, and the mapping probably took the longest, because she's doing like the measuring, like she has like a little thing angling the arch, angling the beginning of your brow, everything. So the mapping out, I want to say took, I don't know, I might be dramatic about it. I want to say it took an hour-ish, because it did feel like, I mean, obviously she wants to make sure she has the shape right and everything like that. So I want to say it took an hour. I might be wrong, but she did tell me the mapping was going to take the longest, because she has to make sure it's what I want. And I told her, you know, yeah, I like the shape and everything. And she said, okay, well, I'm going to just fill in what's in the little shape of the brow. So she laid me back down, and then she applied a numbing cream over my brows. So I sat with the numbing cream on for about 20 minutes, and when I laid back down, she wiped it off. The numbing cream is legit. Like, that shit numbed me, and I'm so glad, because I don't know how bad it would have hurt. Like, I know I can tolerate a tattoo, and that shit hurts bad, but like on my face, I've never had anything done like that, so I was kind of nervous about the pain. So she went over it. She took the numbing cream off, and then she started. So she, it's like a little tiny thing, and then she has like a little dip thing, like on her hand, I think is where she had it, like on her finger, like a ring kind of. And she was going back and forth, dipping it, doing each fine line. So she, was going over everything, and just like, I couldn't feel any pain, like, at all. Like, I was like, are you doing it? And the only reason I knew she was doing it is because the sound is kind of cringy, but it's just like, it's the razor cutting your skin. Like, you don't feel anything at all with this cream. I could barely eat. Like, she was even telling me, like, you're going to feel pressure. You might feel pressure. You might feel a little bit of pain. It just depends. But literally, I couldn't feel any pain. But the only reason I knew she was doing it was because of the sound. So yeah, so she went over, she did my brows. She did one at a time. After she was done doing the little cuts, the individual cuts, she went in with the ink and smeared it all over the brow, and we let that sit. So while that sat, she started my other brow. So then she went over that one, and I want to say each brow maybe took about an hour, but I feel like the brow part, like the shaping part, was like the fastest, which she told me it would be, because it's just doing the fine lines. So basically she did the lines and everything, put the ink over, let it sit, wiped them off, and then we did it again. So there was one session of kind of outlining, or making sure that's where she's going to fill in, kind of giving her like a ghost of what she's going to go over. She had me look at them, and I was like, okay, cool, that's cool. You could tell that there was like kind of patchy, so she could see like, okay, I'm going to add more here. It was really good, because like she knew where she had to add more. So I really liked that. And then she also asked me, like, is this look okay? Like, should I go over this more? Should I fix this? And all that. So she did it twice, so it was like 2 applications, put the ink back over, wiped it off. I did notice that when she would, like, it was the second time that we had already went over it again. So I was like really sore and tender. So when she put the ink over my eyebrows and then went to wipe it off, it did hurt. Like, I was sore, and I was just like, ooh, I can feel that. Like, she's like, okay, well, we're going to add more cream, to numb it more. So she put one cream, which was white. And then the second round, she put another cream that was clear. And that cream, not gonna lie, it did sting a little bit, but that's because you already had cuts in your skin. So it was kind of going in there. But once we started again, I couldn't feel anything. So then you go in through the second round and everything. Yeah, 2 applications she did with the ink, correcting anything. So then after the second application, she sat me up, she had me look at them, and she asked me, is the shape okay? I think because one was like, this one had more of an arch than this one did. So she was like, which one do you like better? So if I liked this one, she was going to add more lines to the bottom, which I did. I liked this bottom shape more than the more arched one was. So she added a line, and then she added some short lines. And then, so that was like the correcting stage, I guess. Right here, it was like, I can tell right here that maybe this is a little bit higher than what it should be. But she said a lot of this is all going to fade. So the mostly where it's going to fade is the arch. The tail is going to fade a lot. The bottoms right here are going to fade a lot. So then when I go back, she can either add more or not add it to where it's gonna show even more. I think when I go back, I'm gonna see how much it fades and maybe go down a little bit, or like not add any more up here, just so that maybe they're a little bit thinner, because they, I don't know if you can tell, but they're just kind of like right here. It seems like a little bit higher than right there, which I'm totally fine with. I know like a lot of people are probably like, damn girl, your brows are thick or whatever. Like honestly, this is gonna be a process, and overall, I'm just so happy I even got it done. Like this is something I've always wanted. So I get to go back in, I think she said 4 to 5 weeks or 5 to 6 weeks. It's gonna be up to me, but I think no sooner than 4 weeks, which I'll probably do 5 weeks, depending on how impatient I am. I don't know, we'll see. She said some people don't need the touch up, but that it's always nice to get the touch up just so that it looks nicer. Like you'll have the more pigment and stuff like that. Is that maybe it was too patchy, maybe it's not dark enough, you know, whatever. So I'm excited to go back because I do want to see, like, I want more pigment. I want the pigment to stay. Maybe the shape, if you know it fades out, I don't know, since I don't have a lot of hair of my own, like once all this fades out, I'm not gonna have any hair right here at all, because that's just how my brows grow. As far as the price, so the price, normally I don't know how much it was. I know everyone's is different. I know if you work at a shop it's different versus where if you are your own, this is your own business. So as far as what I paid, I got the special and it was in January. I paid for the whole thing. What it is the first application of getting it done, and then I'm getting a free touch-up. So for the total for that was $250, which was not bad, and like not bad at all. And I was just like, it's gonna be so worth it because I need this. Like I definitely need this 100%. It was $50 to book your spot, and then the rest was owed at the appointment. Now it goes to the process after this. She did say the second, third, fourth day, my brows are going to get darker. And I was like, oh yeah, it's okay, because I like my brows dark. And she's like, no girl, they're about to get dark. And I was like, okay, well maybe I'll just prepare myself for that, because I'm going to be walking around with no makeup. Like I have no makeup on, no product on my eyebrows at all. The foundation, I like stopped like right here. I don't know if you can tell, but I just wanted to at least have like some foundation on. So like all of this is just the microblade. That's it. I can't put makeup on my brows until they are healed, which she said I'm gonna start scabbing and probably flaking, you know, the scabs. Probably in the next, I think 4 to 5 days, she said. I'm not really sure. I think 7 days I'll start scabbing. But once that is gone, once all the scab is off, then I can apply makeup. She said that's when you know that is you're okay to apply makeup, once all your scabs are gone. But also what she gave me was this little packet, which I think is super cute. It comes with the little razor. It comes with 2 spoolies, and then it comes with this ointment that I have to put on my brows until they start scabbing. So she said once I start scabbing, not to put it on anymore. It is actually, it's A&D ointment. That's all it is. She said not to pick the scabs off and not to itch them. If they get itchy, I can either spoolie them and just go over it a little bit, or I can pat my eyebrows, which I thought was really funny because we all pat our head, you know. Right now I don't have the ointment on just for the video, but as soon as I turn this off, I'm gonna add it on there. Anyways, I didn't put the cream on, the ointment on, because they look too shiny and I couldn't show you guys exactly how they looked. So I wanted to keep the ointment off until after the video. So she gave me a little paper, which is super cute, but it tells you like the steps and the process of all of this, how you're gonna fill. So I wanted to go over it. So it says day 1, oh my God, I love them, which is how I felt yesterday. day 2 to 4, it says, this color is too dark, which today they're a lot darker, and I totally agree. They're very dark, but it doesn't bother me. Like I said, that's how I like my eyebrows. Day 5 to 7, oh no, my brows are scabbing, because they're gonna scab. Day 8 to 10, my brows are gone. Oh my God. Okay, so day 12 to 28, it says, there are my brows, a little patchy and uneven, but they're there. Day 45, after the touch-up, they're beautiful and I love them. So I can't wait. I can't wait until all of this process, because even though I know they're gonna scab and I know they're gonna get faded and patchy and the color's gonna be uneven, I just know I'm a step closer to the final results. But if anybody needs her info, I can link her Instagram down at the bottom. I'll just link her Instagram because that'll probably be easier way for you to message her. But Mirella, but for short, I'm calling her Mimi because that's safer. Anyways, yeah, I hope I gave you guys all of the information that I could remember and whatever would be helpful for you guys. If you guys have any more questions, maybe I didn't answer something, maybe I didn't remember to answer something or give you the information about it, but you guys can comment below and I'll get back to you like right away, let you guys know whatever your questions are. Oh, it's TJ. So down to why I got this done, because a lot of people are like, girl, you're crazy, like I would be so scared to get it, this is not. Honestly, I got this done because my eyebrows were an issue for me. Like, I was so self-conscious about my eyebrows. If I didn't wear makeup, I hated the way I looked. I just felt like I was incomplete. Like, my face was just incomplete. I didn't have a lot of eyebrows, you know, and I would see a lot of girls that could wear no makeup, but their eyebrows were so beautiful, even without product on it. They just at least had darker hair than what I had, you know. So I was kind of like, damn, like I feel like I need this, and I'm so glad that I got it. I'm so happy that my husband helped me out and obviously paid for it, like helped me pay for it. So yeah, I'm just like, I just feel so excited, and I'm so excited to see the final results, even when I go back to get touched up, because then I'll know like, okay, this is it. Like, this is how my brows are going to be. And also from what she told me is, depending on your routine, your skincare routine, like how much you wear makeup or how much, you know, you're kind of like cleaning your face and stuff like that, it depends on how long it's going to last. From what I've read and from what she told me, it could last to a year and a half to 2 years. There'll be some fading and stuff like that, but that's what the annual touch-ups are for. You can go and get it touched up and stuff like that. All right, so I wanted to get you guys up close to see them. And so you can see right here how it's like that, but then it kind of goes up a little bit, which isn't a big deal because she told me like a lot of this is gonna fade out. So when I go back, I'm gonna let her know like, hey, can we just keep it right here? I love this brow. Like, I feel like this brow's perfect, but you know, brows are not twins, they're sisters. So they're never gonna look exactly the same. So yeah, these are my brows up close. And I'm just so happy. Like, I could literally cry. I had nothing down here, nothing up here, like I just had nothing. My eyebrows were a mess. I'm just in love with them, and I can't wait for the final result. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share it too, so I can get the word out about my amazing experience with Arizona Barbers and with Mimi. That awesome girl. She's so sweet, so kind. She made sure like it is literally what I wanted, and I'm so happy with my results. I'm definitely gonna go back for my touch-up and for annual touch-ups. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and have a great day, and we'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.